Hello, we're Alexis Kings from London. My name's Brendan, I'm the singer.
I'm Sam, the guitarist.
So hi, this is Alexis Kings.
Good evening.
Hello,
Can
good
you
evening.
guys introduce yourselves, your name, and then also what instruments you play?
My name's Sam, I play guitar and I stay away from the microphone. So,
My name is Brendan and I'm the singer.
Okay, awesome. Where did it all begin? How did you guys start as a band? Where are you from?
so we're just from a place north of London and called St Albans, and we met at school in St Albans, and I think it was a case where I played a bit of guitar and Brendan sort of wrote some songs, and we from there started playing some.
We must have been about 13, and I actually don't know why, because I couldn't really sing or play guitar. But I was always obsessed with music. I remember I was always obsessed with music. So I was like, we'll give it a go. I was overly confident for my age, especially because I couldn't sing.
No,
So
you
I
can't.
thought I'd get
Stop.
stuck in and thought I'd have a pop at
I
it.
think that's what drew me to it, was
Yeah.
just pure confidence.
It was in the shadows. But no, we made I taught myself how to play guitar. Sam was very good at guitar when we were younger. And
Not anymore.
we played a few shows in front of the school, didn't we?
Yeah, we started off and
And
then
people didn't hammer us, so we thought, okay, we'll make a few songs. So we wrote a few songs, formed a band, and done it properly. And the first EP we released was called. I'll tell you the real name of it because
Okay.
we try and bluff it. It was called Keep It Sexy, and I do not know why we called it Keep It Sexy at the time.
I have no idea why.
I think it was a
How
Jim
old were
Morrison
you?
quote. We were about 15, 16.
16, I think it was
Okay.
about 16.
15, 16. I think it was a Jim Morrison quote from The Doors.
Yeah, I think-
I cannot remember why, but we get hammered for it still to this day. But it was called Keep It Sexy. And
I think it goes to show how serious we took it at the time.
Yeah.
It was just us just releasing songs,
but
having a bit of fun.
yeah, exactly. But we released a few songs. It was like 4-song EP, and a song called Brothers got put on Enemy, which is amazing. It actually got played on BBC a few times, which was like quite big for a young band at that time. So we thought, okay, we're not too bad at this. Didn't really release a song for a while. Went to university, then decided, okay, after trying to sit and do university for a while, we realised we wanted to do music for a while, and since that day I haven't sort of really looked back.
Yeah.
And released the Squire EP, which done wonders for us, I guess.
Yeah.
Definitely. What did you study at university?
Both done the same thing. Me and Sam have a habit of just copying each other in life. So anything that if we're confused, we'll just copy each other. So we done the same degree, which was
We have the same meals.
same meals, yeah. Buy the same clothes. We done theology and philosophy.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
But we stupidly didn't really think about this through. We went to two universities very far apart from each other. So
But you
Well,
studied the same thing.
so the same thing,
Wow.
two different universities, which would have been
A whole lot easier, yeah.
A whole lot easier. We went to the same university and studied the same thing, and then we could play gigs more often. But that was a bit of bad planning on our part.
Yeah.
But, so we're at university, but I think even still at university we weren't really taking it seriously at all.
No, the band didn't start per se until we finished university.
Yeah.
2.5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did that really form? Was it just by did you seek each other out, or was it kind of more natural?
No, we just said, I think we both, when we finished university, we said, okay, one thing we've learned from that is that we've got to have a pop-up music. We've got to have a go at it. So we went away with, we thought like we'd be like hippies and as they do, as they say, go away and sort of lose yourself. So we went to a place in Norfolk, Vernon Norton, I think it was called, if I remember right. It's a good memory.
Good memory. Yeah.
And it was away from everything. We had no internet. We had everything. So we stayed there for 2 months. We were lucky enough for someone to give us this place for 2 months. And it was actually an unreal house as well.
Yeah, it was lovely.
This
And
house
it-
was so big, right? We stayed together on the sofa, not in a bad way, but like in the living room because it was so big. We were nervous that there was ghosts in the house.
It was it was pretty windy, so then the wind got up, and I think again we just do the same things each other
Yeah,
all the
just
time.
like
So we're
watch
like, right, we just, and to be fair, we just crash. We fall asleep, but fall.
There was many other reasons for that. The wine was definitely probably the main
One
cause
was,
of it.
yeah, that was a good one.
But anyways, we went away to write a few songs and probably take it seriously, as they say. And we wrote like 10, picked 4, and then that was our Squire EP.
I think we wrote about 50, but then we actually recorded about 10.
But yeah,
we
we had.
got pretty distracted last time. Then we picked 4 from it, recorded the EP up in.
But we knew when we wrote Squire that it was going to do something. I said to Sam, if he doesn't do anything, I'll quit. quit the band. And it
How
did.
was that as like a turning point? Was it kind of scary because then you knew that if it wasn't what it was?
No, I just knew it was do well.
Yeah.
It was such a good tune.
Yeah.
It was such a good tune. It's like it's intrinsically. It's not music's black or white. People overthink it sometimes. If it's a good song, you know it's a good song. It's as easy as that. And we knew we had a big tune, and like we recorded it ourselves, we produced it ourselves, and we released it, and it was like 7th in England for a while. So we were proud of that. We still are. So that sort of set us up and get us the opportunities we need now, today, and now we're signed to management. Had a few label opportunities, but don't fancy taking any of them at the moment.
Definitely. Do you want to go a route where you're very independent and kind of carve your own path? How do you see yourself like doing that?
I think for the foreseeable future, it's independent until we need a label. Really, I think
until we think we meet anyone who could actually help us.
Yeah, exactly. I think
more than we can help ourselves.
Yeah, you can do so much on your own these days anyway. So if you can keep all the rights and keep everything to yourself and do it yourself and have creative control of everything, for as long as you can, that's brilliant. And then when the moment comes where someone comes along and says, look, we can do something that you can't do, then at that point we know that's where we need to change our route and go down the label route, as it were. But as I said, we'll take things as it comes, because people pop up along the way and we have to kind of play it by ear. We can't really say, right, well, if the next person comes along, we'll sign to them. It just depends on who's offering, really. I think that's the best option.
For sure. And getting into the creative freedom aspect, how would you say your songwriting process starts?
Sam's like my genie, so I'll always sit there. I've always had a knack for writing songs. I never go anywhere without hearing stuff in my head, and I've always been good at writing them. I'm not the best guitarist in the world, so I've always had Sam to sort of work with, or like play what I hear in my head, and he's such a good musician to be able to play it out and outright. So together we're very good songwriters. Individually we need each other in that sort of way. But even the other boys in the band now bring their own thing. But we'd always start with me writing a demo, and then we'll work on it with a band as a band together. But in the album we've got going, Sam's wrote two of the tunes, which are nice, and
a few nice guitar parts.
Yeah.
As I said, most of the, I mean, each song's different, I guess, in a way, because it's never the exact same way. But I guess it is kind of, whether or not I come with a guitar part first, Brendan will probably have a song in his head already that he'll go, oh, that's perfect for this song, or whatever. Or it kind of comes from the root of the root of the tree trunk, or whatever. That sort of imagery is that's Brendan there. Then we then come along and put our branches off the side of it and make it.
Lennon McCartney, Mick and Keith.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we definitely need each other. I've always felt I've needed Sam with songs, or I'll have a bass of a song. It's like I could have melodies for days, but you need something to put something around it, or have someone to have the capability to play the guitars that you have in your head. That's how I look at it. Because originally when we started writing songs, Sam was playing the bass, Sam was playing the guitars. So I wasn't the best, so I was like, Sam, you play this, and I'll sort of mutter him the songs, as it were. But now I can play a lot better than I could when we started. But the better we get, the harder it is to write songs.
Yeah. Well, I think what we're doing now is that we started off fairly basic and simple with as much as a rock band can do, with sort of drums and bass and guitars. We're kind of edging into the world of being more contemporary stuff and using what's more on the software and expanding our sound a little bit, which is fun actually. It's quite nice because it's not necessarily our forte. It's kind of going into another world and just trying stuff, and there's no safety net, but it's just kind of, let's just try that and just see what it sounds like. And if it, as we said earlier, like, it's black and white. If it sounds good, it sounds good, and if you like it, you like it. So it's nice now that we get to kind of try things and have that creative freedom to try things and do things a bit different to what you would normally do.
Definitely. And if you could give a message to your younger self when you were just beginning, what do you think you would say? If you could write a letter, what would it be about?
Good job,
scales.
pal. Good job. Well done, son. Attaboy. No, I wouldn't change. I said the question we always get asked is what would you tell like anyone starting out in a band, or what would your advice be? And I'd probably give myself the same advice as I was starting. We done the 100% done the right thing by going away and writing songs, the best thing we've ever done. But even as a band who's travelling the world now and who's had these opportunities with labels and signed to big management and stuff, we've only released like 6 songs, which is ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. That's our biggest downfall, is that for some reason, I still can't get started. Because when we started out, me and Sam were funding everything. So we put all the money we ever have into the first EP, which done amazing. It's got like over 1 million streams on Spotify. It's like, couldn't have done any better than what we could have imagined, considering we started with nothing. But we still have just released 6 songs. So now we've got an album in store, we've got funding from outside sources who are supporting us. So we're in a position now where we can just churn out tunes for months and months. So we're just kind of starting as a band, per se.
What would you say your next goal is in terms of like if you could do anything and you had any opportunity, what would be like the biggest goal you could just reach and obtain?
I mean, you could probably go as high as saying Pyramid Stage Glastonbury, but I think for me, my next like kind of bucket list ticking off would probably be somewhere playing like a venue. Well, for me anyway, probably similar to Brendan is playing something like Coco in Kentish Town, which is sort of like...
Yeah, I guess we have things we've ticked off.
Yeah,
we always thought our first EP would kick off, which it did.
Yeah.
We always went to sell out our first London show, which we've done a few now. And we're travelling the world, which is amazing. We're ticking off that. But then we just want to get like, once you complete one thing, you've always got to be, you've got to be going up. You've got to be evolving.
Yeah.
Nothing happens overnight, and especially in music when you get a lot of setbacks. We've always been confident enough, especially with our live show.
Yeah.
I mean, we keep releasing the songs, which we haven't been doing, but we will be doing it.
Yeah.
Then we'll be fine.
He did also say to cut my hair, so I don't know if I trust him.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust him.
I love that.
Also a good point.
But on with the long hair and everything, would you say your influences, it sounded like they were from like the 60s, 70s?
We all had long hair
Really?
about what, 6 months, a year ago?
A bit longer than that. No, it's about 2 years.
Everyone had hair down to their nipples in the band.
No.
That was about 2 years ago, I think.
Mine was a
About 2 years.
disgrace.
But he's
got
got
boobs.
big old bush head he's got, so it's...
No, mine was awful. There's not one person that ever told my hair looked good. It's okay.
What was it that made you decide to make that choice?
I think other people made it for me. They're like, it's enough. So I just had to grow it from my nipples, is all I wanted to do.
Gotcha, okay.
I was
So
always
it's
obsessed with
simple,
Rolling
it's what you have.
Stones. So I was like, I've got to grow my hair long. And that looked terrible. But Sam's is good. Callie, our drummer had long hair. I think
Callie's got long hair. Yeah. We'll see, obviously. No, I think influence-wise, I think we're influenced from pretty much everything we've ever really heard or liked. I think I wouldn't consider myself like a rock fan or whatever, because I just like anything with a melody. You know, I like sort of things from the Stones to Biggie Smalls and to, you know, to Billy. And like Kings of Leon and Arctic Monkeys, like it's just, you know, my Spotify is extremely random. So I think our influences come from anywhere, but for me, it's anything that's got a good melody and a catchy hook, whether that's on a guitar or an instrument or whatever. So I think when we started out, it was probably 60s and like Jim Morrison's and the Doors and that kind of era. But I think our sound probably evolved a bit more from that, and we're taking influences from that and from everywhere else we can. I think we're both pretty big Michael Jackson fans. I think that's sort of as well.
Probably not the time to say that right now, but scrap that from the record. Okay, MJ's for life.
Where exactly would you like to tour out of all the places you could that you have not yet?
Actually, my favourite, I always wanted to play Dublin, which we did because I'm Irish. I always wanted to play, apart from none of my family could come because it was a storm.
Right.
But it was still busy. It was a good show.
Good show, yeah. I'd love to do like Australia, because I know Australia's got like a really cool music scene there, so it'd be cool to do that.
South America,
South
Brazil.
America would be cool.
We have like a big, I wouldn't say big, but we have a good following in Brazil, like a really random following in Brazil, where we'll get people message us all the time, saying to come to Sao Paulo, and we're like,
yeah. So
bring us to Sao Paulo.
Yeah, we'll happily go.
Yeah, it's like the sickest place, but yeah, we're dying to go over there because we have like it's probably like third most listened to place on Spotify.
Yeah, it's high up on there,
in America.
The Spotify stuff.
Yeah.
So, and the States as well. It'd be cool to see the States and do, you know, your hometown, that California, LA, and all that sort of thing. So that'd be cool.
If there's like a place that you could kind of adapt a lifestyle besides London, where would you say that would be?
We just
Probably-
come back from America.
Probably Ramesh's house.
Yeah. We've just come back from America for the first time. We played a showcase out there, and it was very easy going lifestyle. Probably America.
Well,
Probably out Orlando-ish area. Yeah.
Orlando, out of all places in the States?
Well, that's the only place we've been.
People like walk around with like costumes and like.
Oh, really?
It's like, because it's like Disney World.
Well, we didn't see that.
Yeah, we
So
didn't really see that
around
bit.
these, like,
We were
strange
treated
mixtures
like
of,
we
like,
where we stayed was some
characters.
amazing guy who just took care of us
Yeah,
for a
so
while.
our manager's
So we were
family,
treated like
so-
a god.
Very cool. Oh, that's nice. Okay,
So yeah, America, everyone's we feel like everyone's a lot friendlier than in New York. I imagine it's a bit different, where everything's a bit busier.
Yeah, I'd say I think it'd be nice to go live somewhere else, but I just think I love London. I love the UK.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean about London.
I'm big in this. There's something about. It's more about the sort of, I guess, the personalities and kind of the ribbing each other and taking the piss and that kind of stuff. Which
But I
is
could live in America.
yeah, to fit the pancakes with it.
Hint to the management.
Yeah. Or I'd quite like to live in south of France, quite like that. Montpellier, would be nice. But apart from that, God knows, anywhere there's sun, I'll take that.
Sunny, that's the one.
Definitely. What would you say you're looking forward to in this like next spring, summer term coming?
We've got quite a lot of stuff coming up, in the next this next year, I guess. Like I said, we're going back out to the States, hopefully in the fall. I think it's going to be fall. But then we got India coming up as well. And
We did like a Hard Rock Cafe tour of India.
Yeah, and then
So we're like 7 shows around the cities of India, which will be incredible.
Yeah, so-
in
yeah.
China. I think most importantly, just releasing songs.
Yeah.
Like we said, we don't have much out, and for a band who's got what we've got on Spotify, we've never released an album, we've never released anything. So I think we always get people asking us to, what's up next, and when's the album coming out? So probably releasing the albums. We know what we've got. We know it's good. It's like we said before, we know when we've written bad songs, we know we've got good songs, and the songs we've got are so good coming out.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to releasing them.
yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, supporting some bigger artists, playing the festivals.
Yeah, lots of things going on. So
We're
it's,
opening a festival in Belgium for ASAP Rocky, aren't we?
yeah, that'd be cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds very fun. Are you looking forward to that?
That'd be
That's
cool.
gonna be a cool crowd. Cool
But
stuff.
yeah, I mean, it'll be.
We'll probably do a few covers because I don't know they can handle the rock.
I think it'll be slightly different to the normal crowd, but it'll be an
Yeah.
amazing experience for you to play there. So I think 2019 is. I think just generally 2019 as a whole, we're pretty excited for because there's
Yeah,
lots
for
of things going on, songs and gigging and lots of things. So yeah, I'm excited.
Less serious questions. What's your favorite food? If you could pick like one meal to have for the rest of your life.
Right, so
Right.
going back to where we were in Orlando. So our manager's family were Ramesh and Reshma, and they were the best hosts you can ever imagine. Now Ramesh is the best cook I've ever eaten at. We've had some nice food here and there, around London or whatever, and we had some amazing food in Tokyo. It was brilliant, but actually. He made these steaks that were the best steaks that I've ever tasted in my life. It's
Was it
incredible.
like seasoned a certain way? Or was
Don't
it
know.
He won't
Don't
tell
know.
us. He won't tell us. He was like,
We were pretty drunk most of the time we were having them. I saw that had a big part of it.
probably, but they were the best steaks ever. So I think that
But they were
has-
still good, yeah.
It's hard to top that food. Than,
Steak, yeah, we'd be steak men.
Steak's probably a favorite food, and then the steak in Tokyo.
Steak in Tokyo is
It's lovely as well. So
yeah.
I think probably steak probably is.
When
the
we were in
best one.
Tokyo, we entered this restaurant. It was like €50, and it's all you can eat, all you can drink. So we're like, it's gonna be alright.
Euros, yeah.
Sorry. I'm in Dublin mode. And it was like you had your own barbecue. I mean, it was a whole. We had like a whole squad out there in Tokyo, and it was like we had like it was like 2 hours or something. All you can eat, all you can drink. And they were bringing these meat, prawns. Like it was non-stop.
just food,
As much food as you
quantity
want.
food.
Your own barbecue. And it was like Kobe meat.
It's
It was
amazing,
the
yeah.
nicest thing I've ever. We went. This is how bad it was, right? We went up in this elevator as a group, and as we went down, it was too heavy.
Are you serious?
Swear to God.
So that's God.
We had to get
Three-
out. Two
three-
of us had to get out.
yeah.
So it was too heavy.
So
way.
yeah. So
No
we
way
literally
in
we had all you could eat
That much
experience.
That's how much. And drink.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
It was
Wow.
yeah. It was.
I can't remember the name of it either.
It's pretty good. It looks like it should be a crossing. So
It was a
if
joke.
someone knows it out there, God knows it's lovely.
If you could be anything other than a musician or in a band, what would you be?
We're gonna say the same thing. We're mad into golf. We're not very good at it.
Okay.
But we'd probably be golfers.
We're alright, we're not bad.
We're not bad.
So, yeah, but probably golfers. You play for your whole life. It's always sunny, and you
But
can
just
play
golfing
socially.
is what you would choose?
Yeah.
Day in, day out?
Yeah,
Be a
definitely.
golfer, be amazing.
Absolutely.
Golfer or F1 driver.
Okay. Okay,
Those
that's a
two.
bit of a difference. But
Yeah, but like again, you go all around the world.
Yeah,
It's
the
always
minerals for
sunny.
F1 driving.
Always sunny. I'm assuming I'll be the best one in the world. That's what I'm assuming. That could be anything. But yeah, it's those two probably. More likely golf.
okay. What are your star signs? Do you know what they are? Because I feel like I asked some people.
I think
they don't
mine's a
know.
Taurus.
I'm Scorpio.
Okay, so
Yeah.
then you're like November-ish? And then,
I'm on the brink of 2 on the 21st of April. I can't remember the other
Okay,
one.
so your birthday's soon. Do you have plans then?
It is soon. It just reminds me. I don't know. I don't have plans anymore. I think we have gigs most of April, so we'll probably be recording. We'll go out somewhere.
We'll celebrate.
Yeah, we'll celebrate somewhere. But we're too busy at the moment to do anything, so that's the most important thing, I guess. But we'll get drunk.
Oh, sure. We'll get drunk sometime.
And if you can be someone, anyone who's dead or alive, who would you be?
Good question.
If I could beat anyone who's dead or alive,
It's a very tough question.
It's hard. There's a lot of options.
Yeah,
you could
so I'm gonna
choose.
say there's so many options you can choose from.
probably Mick Jagger. He seemed to have a pretty swell
I'll take.
life.
See, I would pick Keith. I would much prefer to be Keith.
Nah, he's probably almost died a few times. But it
Yeah,
sounds like
but-
I read his
He's had-
autobiography. He's had a few
Trees.
tough times. But we've always been mad into the Stones.
Yeah,
So probably them.
probably that or Jimmy Page probably.
They've gone to the end and they're still going. That's like the dream.
Yeah.
Playing when you're like gone 70 and still.
80,000 people turning up to see.
Yeah, that's like any
That is the
musician's
dream.
dream.
Yeah, I think. Well, you beat Mick, I'll be Keith. But, so again, we can't choose out each other.
No, it's
no,
okay.
yeah.
It's okay.
Same thing.
Do you have a favorite Beatles album by any chance? If you can think of the name of one off the top of your head, it's kind of a very specific question.
I don't know. I think we're probably. I was a bit late to the Beatles. Sort of being fans of it. I was always just a bit of a Stones fan.
Yeah,
My
we were
dad's-
both Stones. Always
We were
Stones.
always
man.
Stones,
It's
so
more recently to our band got us into them, for me anyway.
So I think it's more like the singles, our favourite Beatles song probably. Or whatever. So for me, it's "Don't Let Me Down."
Yeah.
So I think that's
Come
those.
together.
You all come together, yeah. So those probably
It's
we're
really
more
stuff.
we're more of a sing. Yeah, I think it's loving the first stuff. But I quite liked it when they got a bit more sort of John Lennon, got a bit more sort of out there with it, that sort of stuff. So
Is there something that you would like to change about the industry that's going on now that you want? I mean, there's obviously a lot. going
Everything.
on. Everything. Completely.
Everything.
Just,
Music's like at its rock bottom right now. When you have people like Cardi B tearing up the charts and
well, it's
literally like it's rock bottom. I think it's evolving in some other ways, but it's like
In what way? Like
it goes in
quality or
peaches and
style
troughs. It's
or-
like it always goes ups and downs. I mean, there was a time when S Club 7 were ruining the charts in England, and then Oasis came along.
Yeah,
It's like it's like in America where dance music comes along and then rock music comes along. It's nothing to do with dance music. It's nothing to do with rock music. It's just there's not enough good bands out there. It's difficult because radio's own.
that's-
Artists
that-
paid to go on radios these days. Not that it's not. That's why Spotify is so powerful.
Yeah.
Because it's
That's
the only
the-
way that
yeah.
artists can be heard.
That's the thing. I mean, I don't know what it's like in LA and anywhere else in the States, but our experience in Orlando, we had this hire car, we put the radio on, and it was the same five songs over and over again.
Same.
I would say that's usually how
Our
it is.
radio's
Yeah.
at its rock bottom.
Yeah.
It's at
So
rock
and
bottom.
obviously all the radios are sort of in
At
bed.
the same time, I don't really know who listens to radio as much anymore.
Yeah, not as much.
It's
I don't
just
think.
Yeah,
Spotify.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say it's sort of there's nothing specific I'd change because there's quite a few things that probably need to be addressed, but because I mean it's a weird dynamic because it's so much more accessible for bands now to do things and they can record it on their own, they can release things on their own, which is amazing. All this technology is brilliant, but as a result, it means that there's such a diluted market. There are so many bands doing it, and there are a lot of great bands doing it, a lot of not so great bands doing it, lots of great artists doing it, whatever. So it's a completely different industry at the moment, and it will probably change by the time this video goes out. It'll be a whole different landscape as well. So it's ever changing. So it's hard to change it because you know it's going to change the next week anyway. So who knows?
And going back to all the technology, how do you guys record? Do you usually?
Well, we use Logic.
Okay.
Yeah, we just on our laptops we've got Logic, which is you know, obviously lots of producers use Pro Tools and stuff, but I think Logic now is as good as Pro Tools in lots of ways. It's much more accessible for the average musician out there, and they get to grips with it. And there's so much stuff in there that you can actually learn and use. It's really good.
We record pretty much everything ourselves before we go into the studio. We have like a mic we paid £150 for 10 years ago. Well, 8 years ago. And we still use it for everything.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, it's stopped being released, but use it for every vocal we've ever done.
All of our songs, all the vocals are done on that mic. And we stood there in the studios. We've been in Abbey Road, we've been in lots of studios where they put like a
£100,000 mic.
Yeah, these crazy expensive mics, and we'll stand there and Brendan will sing into that mic, and it will be noticeably less good than the £150 mic. So we'll just say, right, we'll just use that one.
Yeah.
So we say he's got a cheap voice. So.
Very cheap voice.
Yeah.
Cheapest voice around.
Yeah, how can people find your music? Where can they go?
You can find us on everything: Spotify, Instagram, Alexis King's Music, Twitter, Alexis King's Music, Facebook, Alexis King's Music, and we got our own website.
Twitter's Alexis King. It's just Alexis King.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got our own website, alexiskings.com, and we're on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, all the platforms that you can.
It's quite a unique name.
Amazon Prime, Amazon Prime Music, yeah, Amazon Music. It's all in there. It's all there. You can find it.